Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear me through my mic, but today we're doing a puppy stream. Here she is. Her name is Puggy. She's a pug. She's about uh, 8 or 9-ish weeks old. She's brand spanking new, very fresh. We only picked her up a couple days ago, like 5 days ago. She's very sweet. She's super frisked up right now. We're just gonna point the camera at her and let her do stuff, I guess. You guys have any questions about her? Feel free to ask. I'll answer pretty much anything. I can't really see the live chat from here, but I guess I'll check my phone. that seems to work. What do you want? She wants to play. What do you want to play with? You want to play with your banana? I know you love your banana. Very good girl. I know. You're just a sweetheart, aren't you? I gotta open up my own goddamn YouTube channel to see my live streams. It'd be cool if, YouTube just told me that there was a stream happening or something. That would be cool. What kind of shoes are those? Oh shit. I don't even know. Despite the fact that I'll spend hundreds of dollars on like anime figures, if you ask me to spend money on shoes, it's like pulling teeth. What are these? The Skechers Relaxed Fit Air Cooled Memory Foam Shoe. They're like $15 at Walmart, so you know they're good quality. Here you go, since I'm sure you wanted to see my fucking feet. That's the whole reason you asked about my shoes. Oh, you're such a good girl. You're so small. I know. Good job. She's teething like pretty hard. She's teething like real bad. So she has tons of toys to play with. Is she a purebred? She is. She's a purebred pug. A good indicator. We have all of her papers and her lineage and everything. She's AKC registered. So we know her exact birthday and everything because of all the papers, which is pretty cool. It's a lot different from my cat, who I just like adopted at the Humane Society, so I know like nothing about her at all. All I know is that Hazel was $25 and Puggy was add 2 zeros to the end of $25, and that's how much she is. Pugs are expensive. They're very sweet though. They're good animals. But a good way you can tell is that purebred pugs only come, to my knowledge, they only come in black or fawn. So if you see any of those like fluffy ones or the white ones, the silver pugs, those aren't purebred. They're still really cool looking though. If you notice, she's got a bump on her stomach. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll hold her up to the camera later. But she has a little bit of an umbilical hernia. There's nothing wrong with her or anything. It'll go away. It's just a thing in case you guys notice it. $25 for a pup. I hope you guys are doing well today. She's very hyped up today. I was worried the stream was going to be a little late. I know, I was worried it was going to be so late because you wanted to be outside and play with all the sticks in my yard. I know, you wanted to play with all the sticks. Straight up, we have just this like grouping of shrubs. It's like ginormous because it's it's starting to get cold out there, so the garden is starting to die. And she just wanted to drag this entire bush around with her. And I was surprised. She was able to move like the whole thing. I guess it was dead sticks and stuff, but she was able to move it. Oh, you ate all your food. Here you go. There you go. Good girl. You want another one? You want another one? She's still such a baby that she doesn't really get the concept of like a bowl for food, She's like, why can't you just put the food on the mat, on the floor? Here. I know you lost your first one. Here it is. It's right here. Here you go. Come on. good girl. Sometimes food will just like fall out of her mouth like it's doing right now, and she'll just struggle to eat it off the floor. Puppers don't know where their butts are either. Yeah, I mean, she knows her tail is on her butt, and she does like to chase that around. She looks about the same size as my Yorkie is now. I don't know how big you are for comparison, though. I'm 5'6", so I'm not too big. It'd probably be easier to tell you how much she weighs. She weighs about 3 pounds. She's very small. I don't think she's a runt, but it'd be cool if she was a runt, just because all the animals that I've ever owned have been runts. Like Hazel is very small for a cat. Kyrie, my chinchilla, is very small. The first pug that I owned when I was very, very little, my family pug, she was a runt as well. I don't know if this puggy will grow up to be a runt, but it'd be cool. I don't know, I just like when animals are really small, even though they're not supposed to be, you know? So she's about 3 pounds. If you guys want a good way to know how much that is, how much 3 pounds is, if you guys have cans of beans in your pantry, 1 can of beans is about 1 pound. So you just hold 3 of those in your hand. That's how heavy she is. I know, you're trying to bite my whole finger off. Now, where's your teething toy? You like this one. I know, it's good for your little puppy teeth. I know, you're such a cutie. She's very sweet, very affectionate. We're trying to socialize her, have people come over and visit. Today I was super surprised. I've been trying to get her used to like walking, you know, on the leash. So another thing with pugs is that because their breathing zone is like really messed up, it's better to have a harness on them. The collar is just so she can have her tags. But for walks, we put her on this harness here. She's literally so small that she doesn't fit in like any harness. But I was taking her out today. She really wants to go on a walk, but she's just too small to be able to go for that far. So we just walk her around the yard a couple times. Yeah, I know. Look at you go. Like I said, she's teething like real bad. She's teething real hard, so this plastic toy is her new best friend. Before that, for the past few days, she's liked this carrot toy. But now this plastic one is better. She's got so many toys because she's just a spoiled baby. I know. Tony, we're the same height. Yeah, B-Roy, I get it. I'm the height of an average woman. I'm not 6 feet tall, alright? I get it. Let me tell you, the real problem here is being 5'6" and being too small to carry around the amount of junk I've got. Hi. Speaking of junk, that was really just a segue. So my fiance, she straight up has never had a dog before. She's never interacted with dogs outside of like maybe seeing them walked around neighborhoods, you know? She's always had cats in her family. Her family everybody has always had cats. She's never, and beyond that, she's only ever had male cats. Everybody in her family has male cats. So she's not even used to really seeing female animals. I've always had female animals. And obviously I've had dogs before. My family owned them. So to me, a dog vagina is very normal looking. But to someone who's only owned a cat, right, like a cat's butthole is like here, and then the vagina is like right next to it. But for a dog, the vagina is like on the stomach, right? It's like over here, kind of far from her butthole. So straight up, my fiance last night, I know, you're so cute, just picked her up like this and pointed to her and said, "What is this penis-looking thing that she has down here?" And I said, "Samantha, did you just ask me? Did you just ask me about our dog's vagina?" And she's like, "That's not a vagina." And I'm like, "That's a dog vagina." And she's like, "No, dog vaginas don't look like that." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. They do know, I know that they look like this." So she didn't know. I thought it was very funny. Legitimately super hilarious. I love my fiance. It's just funny. Like for me, that's like the kind of shit I was saying a couple years ago because I never had cats growing up, and then I adopted my cat, the first cat, really, a couple of years ago. So, super funny stuff. I know, you're just a baby. I think she's starting to get a little tired, but honestly, I can't even tell. I just popped in to see the awe of her size. It's good to have you pop by, Dingo. Why don't you wave? Why don't you wave to everybody with your tiny little... There you go. What do you need? I think she's hungry. You want some food? I'll put it on the mat for you. She's good with drinking water. She likes drinking water. But the food out of the bowl, she's not quite there yet. She's getting there. I know. I know, you're so cute. Oh. I know. She's just a very good pup. This blanket here, this is sort of like her safe blanket. She's only been here a couple days, but she's starting to venture off the blanket and like explore. Obviously, I don't leave her unattended. I'm pretty much by her side 24/7. She even sleeps. She doesn't sleep on her bed. She's so small that she can't even fall off of a height that's like this high. If she falls off of a height that's taller than her, higher than her, she very much could break her entire legs, all of them, at the same time, because she's so small and frail. So I've been sleeping on the floor. My fiance and I have been sleeping on the floor with her. To give my fiance credit, she's been sleeping on the floor with the dog more than me, because my back just can't take it. So I'm like alternating days in the bed and then on the floor. Thanks for stopping by, B-Roy. It's cool to have people come see my tiny girl. She's very sweet. I'm predicting in another 5 or so days she'll be able to roam around without needing the blanket. She'll be just fine. Food's over here. It's right here, you know that. Huh? You gonna do it? No? Listen, in my defense of my fucking old man back, there she goes, look at her. Good girl. Very good girl. In defense of my old man back, when you get diabetes, you basically just age 2 times as fast. So despite being 26, I have the back of a 62-year-old man, or 52-year-old man, excuse me. Do you want to go in, or do you want your carrot, don't you? Give her a kiss for me, please. Of course. Oh, come here, you. Thank you. Very sweet of you. Oh. Are you the cutest pup in the whole wide world? I know you are. That's another thing. If I just come down here... She got my glasses. If I just come down here, she will lick my face just forever. Here she goes, look at her. Hi. Where do you want to be? She wants a good angle to lick my face. I know some people train their dogs not to lick people's faces. And it's probably going to sound kind of gross. But genuinely, I like having the dog lick my face. I don't know, it's nice. It's nice to have like a small little creature that just loves me and wants to give me kisses all the time, you know? She's just such a little sweetheart. What do you have in your mouth? Are you just licking your own tongue? I think you are. You are. Ah. You're being so gross. You're being so gross. Alright, come here. Come here. Let's move over this way so I can lie down. If you guys want to play a fun game, it's called Take Bets on How Long Puggy Will Lick My Face For. It starts now, by the way. Place your bets. Will it be 20 seconds? Oh, it'll be 3 seconds. No, she's coming back. No way. What did I do? Oh, I see. You just wanted a different angle. You weren't done yet. Is my hair? It is my hair. That's what you want today. Don't make fun of me. I haven't gotten a haircut in like, I don't know, 4 months? 4 or 5? Maybe even 6 at this point. It might have been, it's been a long ass time. No, you can lick me, but you can't use your claws. That's rude. That's a rude thing to do. Yeah, there you go. Get in there. She'll just keep going. She'll just keep going. You trying to get my hair now? Here, I'll lay over. How long will she go? Are you done? Did you finish? No, you didn't. You're not done. Ugh, you're so gross. Oh. Oh my goodness. Why are you so gross? She'll like, I mean, if you let her, she'll just straight up go into your nostril. She doesn't care. She has no qualms. Alright. Alright, that's enough. That's enough kisses. No, that's enough. You're too little. You're too little to give me kisses. Ah. Here. Take a treat. Take a treat for being a good girl. Or just spit it out and then eat it again. That's fine. I know. I know. Very sweet girl. What do you think? What do you think? Here. Oh. Pick up the camera. See if I can get some close-up shots of her. Hi. Hi. I know. Look. I can't. Obviously, I'm not holding a camera, so it's hard for me to see. Or is she gonna take a nap? You gonna take a nap? What are you looking for? Yeah, she's looking for a spot to take a nap. Very, very cute. Here, take your banana. Take your banana. You love your banana. Oh. she's so small. How can one little dog be this small? I'm worried that she's gonna poop. There's a pee pad over there. I don't know if she'll poop. It seems like she's looking for a spot, but I can't tell. I took her out there for a long time, but she didn't seem too interested in pooping. Why are you crying? What has upset you? I know what upset you. You're crying because you want to sit on me. Right? That's right. Exactly. So more fun facts about her. She was born in a litter of 7. This litter had 2 boys and 5 girls. And when I reached out to the breeder, Puggy here was the last available girl, basically. I think both of the boys were adopted too. Now, the process was basically you would reach out to the breeder and say that you wanted to adopt, and then you'd put a down payment on the dog. And then based on the order in which people asked her, you got to pick which dog you wanted. They all wore different colored collars. She was orange. She still has her orange collar here. So we didn't get to pick. Basically, because we were last, we just got whatever dog was available. And lucky for us, she's very cute and very good. All of the dogs were gorgeous, so why is she sad? She's just a baby, really. So because she was born in such a big litter, and because for the first 7 weeks of her life, she was surrounded by other puppies and by the mother. 2 mothers, actually, because there was another litter that was born at the same time. This was a litter of, I think, 4 or 5. So there were even more puppies, there, and another pug mom. So she's used to having, things around her at all times. Because of that, she has a bit of separation anxiety, which is, super common for puppies, especially for pugs. So she'll just start to cry if I'm, away from her. If she can't see me or understand what I'm doing, she just starts to cry because it's the only thing she knows how to do, really. She knows how to sleep. She knows how to eat food with help, and how to bite things, and that's about all she knows. So she cries. She cries if I'm not there. It's all based on eyesight, too. If she physically cannot see me, then she has no idea where I am or what I'm doing, and that scares the shit out of her, just not knowing. So I can't even go into another room and then talk to her from the other room, because that doesn't do it for her. She has to be there to see me. Usually I'll just carry her around the house if I really need to. If any of you guys have never had a puppy before, if you're, I know a lot of my subscribers are going to college now, or they're people who, are going into the workforce and are not in college, they've graduated and they're out in the real world. If you're considering getting a puppy, please, for the love of God, I hope you have enough time for it, because she is a handful. I know it's a little presumptuous of me to say, because obviously I've never had a baby, but my mom has had a baby. She's had 2. I was there for one of those, so I can promise you she has had at least 2, at least 1. But, my mom says that raising a puppy is just as challenging as raising a human baby, which is true, I would say. I mean, you got to be with the dog all the time. You have to put her in the crate when you're leaving, which is so hard because they just scream and cry when they're in there. Um, and unlike a human baby, where you put a diaper on it and then it shits itself, and then you can change that later, like at your leisure, you know, you just calmly can carry it over, and put it on the changing table to change it. With a puppy, you don't get that luxury because if she poops inside, it's like a 50-50. She hasn't done it, but I don't know, she might, whether or not she's going to eat that poop. So you have to immediately like clean it, and like you have to bring a puppy out almost every hour on the hour so that they can pee and poop, because they pee and poop a lot. They're very small. They do not have big bladders, so it's a lot of effort. It's definitely something that I was not expecting, but I feel like I'm pretty prepared for. Thankfully, due to COVID-19, I get to work from home. Technically, I'm on the clock right now. I'm actually doing this live stream on my lunch break. So, I'm very thankful that I have a job that I can do working from home so that I can watch her all the time. I'm just saying, if you guys are thinking about getting a puppy, if you can't put in that time, I'm telling you, from first-hand experience, we've only had her a couple days. We're going on a week now, close to a week. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it for sure is going to get easier. But I don't know. I'd recommend you maybe get a dog if you can, like an older dog, at least an adult, because she'll be a puppy for at least like 2 years. Dogs don't really. It's kind of like how humans aren't really fully developed until they're like 25, because their brains aren't ready. Puppies are kind of the same, or dogs are the same. They're kind of puppies for a while. Even though she'll look like a dog later in like 2 years, she's still gonna be a puppy. Granted, with me, she'll be a puppy forever. She's just a princess. God, I wish I had let me see, can I do it? Oh, I don't want to wake her. Oh, I don't want to wake her up. I got her closer to the camera so you guys can see her. I know. You're so little. Oh man, I wish I had like a Spider-Man web shot so I could grab the webcam. So because she's so ridiculously tiny, and because pugs will sometimes have eye problems because their eyes will bulge out of their heads, and you have to put them back in. That's an actual for real thing. A lot of inbreeding and puppies that you can buy from puppy mills will have tons of horrible defects. If you're ever going to adopt a pug, make sure you get it from a really reputable breeder who's registered and takes care of the pugs and makes sure that they're breeding out the negatives that a lot of pugs will have. So a puggy won't really have nasal problems or eye problems due to her very good lineage. But because she's still a puppy, her eyes are basically the size her eyes are basically the size they're going to be when she's older, but her head isn't quite there yet. So her eyelids don't fully cover her face. So she just sleeps with her eyes open, basically. I wish I could show you. She's sleepy. I know, you're so sleepy. That's because you ran around the yard. I know. Let's see if we can get over there and get that camera. How about you come with me? Pick you up. There we go. Oh, you're not happy about it. There we go. Nice. You guys can get a great shot of my crotch. Alright, let's hope that you can readjust yourself to where you want to be. There you go. Good girl. This is very normal. A lot of her time is spent with very short bursts of high energy, and then she'll eat a little bit and then nap. This is pretty much what she'll be doing until she gets a little bigger. And she wakes up from the nap, and we put the harness on her, and we take her out so she can pee and poop. And then she gets to play and eat and sleep again, and then it's just basically the same thing all day. And I don't really change her schedule too much. We try to put her in her crate so that she can get used to being in it. We'll start trimming her nails once we can do that. But for now, she's just kind of getting acclimated, so we don't want to disturb her too much. We're kind of letting her pilot the boat. You know, she's starting to get a little more adventurous. She definitely wants to explore the rest of the house, but she doesn't quite know how, because she's just so small. And she'll just sleep like this for another 30 minutes. We can just watch her sleep for a little bit. Let me see if I can get a different angle. There you go. Her favorite thing to do is to just find weird spots to sleep. She'll sleep on my neck, on my shoulders, on my chest, in my crotch like she is now. She doesn't care. guys as one final treat. I'm gonna pick her up, turn the camera off, and I'm just gonna bring her over to the microphone and see if she'll snore into the microphone for all of you guys. And that'll be the end. And then I'm gonna put her down for a nap. Oh. She gave it a big sniff. Bye guys, thank you if you stopped by. I hope you liked my new puppy. She's pretty much the best thing ever. There we go, she's snoring. Yeah, she's sleeping in my arms now. Thank you guys for dropping by. If you guys want me to, I can do another one of these streams in a couple weeks. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and have a good Halloween, because that's coming up soon. See ya.